Welcome to Custom Built Junkers. I'm not really working on a junker today. Unless you call my wife's car a piece of junk, and it kind of is. It's a 2014 Chevy Traverse. Today we're going to be doing the brakes. And yesterday, fun stuff, the transmission started slipping. So I'm going to look at that too while we're here. Let's get started with these brakes. I'll show you why I'm doing them here in a minute. This is the first time since we've owned this car that I've done the brakes. And we've had this one for 4 years now. This one was, we bought it used. Everything was cool. They did the whole 900 million point inspection on it. And everything was cool with that, so big deal. But we had my truck. We had the black Ram that we were using for we used the black Ram for the road trip. Be cool, and this one kind of just stayed back. Well, then when I blew the engine in the Ram, this one became the family truckster. But then I got the dually, but I got AC. Mama don't want to ride. So, now this one is our family truckster. Until I can figure out the black Ram, or I get another one, or I get AC in the dually. Time to jack this dude up. You probably see the airline over. And if you've seen any of the other previous videos, you know why that's here. That is here because of the awesome jack. I'll show you the jack. So this is the jack my dad bought me when we moved into this house and I got this shop. And I got the dually because pumping it by hand, I got the hand pump jacks everywhere around here, back there, all over here. Yeah, it's cool and all, but this is really quick. And honestly, when people bring their cars over for me to work on them, it's really cool to see their faces. I see what this thing can do. 2 seconds, we'll get right. Maybe. Where to go? Alright, fire in the hole. And there you go. Power of air. I realize there's nothing sexy about doing a brake job. Nothing at all. It is what it is, but on this one today, we're going to be doing pads and rotors up front. Last weekend, my wife went on a little trip with our son, who's about to start school tomorrow. They went on a trip while I was working, and she came home and she says, "Hey," always lean that right there, so if the bumper's loose. She came home and she said, "Hey, my car's acting funny. It's grinding when I hit the brakes." I failed as a husband. So I'm going to show you how I do brakes, how I do anything on a car. So I'm not going to be in here with the camera showing you everything. I'll just have the overview or whatever. But whenever I'm working on something, whether it be doing brakes or doing shocks or any suspension parts up front, anything I'm doing two of, my favorite saying is the first side is the worst side. Because that's the side you got to figure out what every bolt is, what every socket you need, all that. Once you get all that together, the other side. So, I'm going to break these calipers off of here so I can get the pads. So, get figure out the perfect size here. And I'm going to show you another little trick that I do. So I've seen people constantly, fighting the size, sir. Where you are, tricky devil. So I see people when they're trying to take these bolts off of the calipers here, and then on the mounting brackets in the back for the caliper, they tend to fight a lot with a regular ratchet. I don't do that. Just get the little breaker bar out. If it's stuck, hit it with a hammer. So. So a neat little trick. There's a hole on top of your caliper. You stick something in there and pry against it, opens up that piston a little bit. Just pop the caliper right off without fighting it too much. Get the old dangler here. Okay. This guy's not terrible, but it's not the side that I'm worried about. So go ahead and get these off here. Okay. These big boys off here. That's bigger than that. That's a good visitor. Switch that over. Put this guy. This guy is on there. So, these stupid guys. So here's how you know I've never changed these. I don't think anybody's ever changed these. Because we still have the little lock screw in here. Never put these back. People love it. So this one's got some heat spotting. This one's got a little bit heat spotting too in the back. Doesn't really have any grooves. A lot of heat spotting up front. But still, no grooves. So I don't know about anybody else, but I buy 98% of the parts that I put on anything that comes through this door right here. I get it on Rock Auto. I got a collection of these, and I'll show it to you later. It's on the fridge over there. I think I specifically order everything for the magnet. So this brake rotor I got at Ray Bestis. I think it was $15, something like that. Stupid cheap. It was like $35. That's what it was. Nice and cheap. If I would have went to the orange and white and red store, just one rotor was like $104. So I got everything. I got the pads, I got the rotors, all that out the door. I think it was like $86. So, Rock Auto all day. I think we're going to use that lock pin again. So let's try open this up. get that back on there. Okay, so we got this guy. Put that back on. Right. This is on there hella tight. Just tight enough shit. Okay, so next thing, we're gonna put caliper. And this thing is gross. But, yeah. Three, two, one. A little trick I learned a long time ago when I had my '04 Silverado was on these caliper bracket bolts. You want to put Loctite. I was driving home in the middle of an ice storm, and which is weird because I live in Central Texas, so that's how awesome. And we driving home from Houston, me and a buddy, we were out there working, and we got about 45 minutes outside of home, and hit a patch of ice, so I hit the brakes, and when I hit the brakes, it felt like something was caught up in the brakes themselves, grinding and dragging and popping and all kinds of stuff. Turns out, when I was doing brakes, I didn't Loctite the caliper bracket bolts. One of them popped off. I didn't have brakes. And then I should have made them anyway, I guess. Now, there's the torque spec for all this stuff. But if you're me, and if you're Jake, here's your torque. Right here. Just get it on there. We'll give it the old. Get it on there and give it the old. And with that Loctite, it's coming off till you tell it. So now that we got this on, the rotor on, oh, that's good. That's perfect. So open up the tighter than the pack of fish sticks. I need a knife. So I'm noticing. New pads do not come with hardware, so now you're using these old crusty things. It won't be the first time I've had to do it. So, I can use that one here. Now I'm dirty. Okay, the backside had the screamer on it. So, the screamer didn't do its job on the other side. Okay, so no screamer on the front, screamers on the back. So, down there. Just down there. Okay. Now we gotta compress the piston. Ups and downs. So they make a tool specifically for this, but if you're me, you don't have that. You got a piece of flat stock, a seat plant. So let's get this guy out of here. Okay. has been in my family. This C-clamp has been in my family longer than I've been alive. This is a Proto. If you know anything about tools and Proto tools, they were pretty good back in the day. So, Dad had this. I went to college. I needed a C-clamp for school, and he never got it back. Okay, so now that we got that on there, the proper tool would be perfect because I've been done by now. But there we go. Now we're compressing. So, twisting, compressing. What? What is that? All right, we're all the way compressed. Pop this guy off. Perfect. Jake wants to go inside. All right. Down there. Line up the little squishy poops. Get the bolts in. Store them. Maybe. Okay, that's it. Just this one. Okay. Back on there. These, generally, you do want to torque these down a little bit, but again, if you're me, I had a professor, I didn't go to one of those fancy schools. I went to a technical school to work on cars and get my degree and all that, and my certifications. Didn't finish. Other things came up. But I had a teacher back then for one of my classes. He used to say, "You don't need a torque wrench. Tight is right." Hasn't failed me yet. So, all right, get all this stuff out of the way. Get the wheel back in here. 2, 3. I don't hate a lot in this world because hate is a strong word or something. If there's one thing I cannot stand and I despise with every bit of me, it's love nuts. Put the stupid thing back on there. Especially when you're wearing gloves. I hate wearing gloves, but I want it to be a little bit clean, so. Come on. Go! I'm gonna hit him with the air dugga before I'm done, so y'all chill. I know it's just a little Harbor Freight. Sure. Let's go to the next side. All right. This is the side. This is the side I want to show you. So let me get this off so we can take it apart. So you can see. This one, I haven't done any of the maintenance on this vehicle. I should probably turn the fan off so you can hear me. In the past videos, you can't really hear when the fan's on. Let me turn that off. So yeah, forgive me about the fan. It's probably like 115 in the shop right now. So when we bought the house and the shop came with it, the shop was insulated. Spray foam. It's like 3 inches thick, which is cool because it was about to be wintertime. In wintertime, it's great because it could be. It was in the teens and iced up pretty good here for a few days, and I had hockey on out here. I was watching hockey out here on the couch. TV, and I have a propane heater out here. You leave that propane heater run for about 10 minutes, about 80 degrees in here, feels great. Especially in the winter time. Summertime, complete opposite. It's 109 outside, it's 135 in the shop. So that's why I'm working on getting AC in here. I'm actually got some, gonna be trading up for some work here shortly. I'm gonna do a guy's cooling system. He's gonna give me AC. So we're gonna get everything hooked up there on that end. So now we're gonna take off this guy. Remember what you learned last time? That's right. So I haven't done the maintenance on this car because we bought it. It had a pretty good warranty on it. Well, we found out it wasn't as great as everybody had thought. See, I'm prying against that piston right there so I don't have to fight this caliper. It just comes right off. It just comes right off. Comes right off! Hanger. Oh, this was the best piece of metal that came off of that dually. That white dually I got. This was a hanger for the mud flaps. They're no longer on the truck because when I bought it, there was only one. So took it off. I was doing some brakes for a friend. Needed a hanger. This was laying in the outside of the shop. So I grabbed this. Brakes. Done his job. So now we got that. Ooh, okay. I don't know if you can see that from that angle, but it looks like, if I were to suspect, there was something in there, like a rock or something got stuck. I'll show you in a second. Let me bust off this bracket here. Rotor off for you. Maybe. Got the room. Man. Learned a lesson from last time. We're just going to use the pin ratchet. I'm not going to fight it with the battery powered one. So like I said about the fan situation, forgive me. It's been a little hot, so if I look a little moist, that's what it is. Okay. Let me get this lock screw off of here. Ooh, can't wait to show you all this. Maybe. Whew. Okay. Ready for some football. It's a Sunday night. So here's the pad. As you can see, looks like something got stuck up in there. A rock or something. It kind of just went to town on the brakes. So there's that. And here's the reason we're doing rotors. Look at that. Nice nice groove in there. It wasn't every time you hit the brakes, just every other time you hit the brakes, you could feel it grinding real good. So that's the reason we're out here doing this today. I really think if I wasn't doing this today, I was gonna be doing it soon because this pad is completely gone. The rest of them look good, just that one. So let's put the new stuff on. That's something I thought about after I put the last side on, which if enough people see this as being my third video, I don't think anybody's gonna see it anyway. So it doesn't matter, but just there's some folks that, you know, these things come with a little bit of some sort of oil on them to protect them so they don't flash rust while they're in transit and all that. So some people actually live by spraying them down with brake clean to get all that off. But if you're me, you don't do that. The first time you hit the brakes, it's going to burn all that stuff off anyway. So I've never had an issue with not spraying the brakes down when I get them in from being shipped and putting them in and all that stuff. So if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. Feel free. With me. All right, so we got the new rotor on. And remember, our new pads didn't come with hardware, so just using the same old crusty ones that came out of it. Remember, we gotta Loctite these things. So I'm gonna put one in here just to hold it for now. I'm gonna Loctite the second. Off. Glowy. Off. Look at this guy. Ooh, hi, spider. The shop is filled with spiders right now. They kind of are, but they bite. And remember, we gotta torque these things. These are the bolts that hold the bracket for the caliper. So we gotta torque it just right. That's good. See this one? Okay, that one's tight. Okay. Torque. Now, new pads. Remember, squealer goes on the back. Yep. Squealer goes on the back. Two seconds, the wife is calling. Alright, I'm back. Had to go tuck the little guy in for bed. Like I said, it's first day of school tomorrow, so everybody here is pretty nervous how that's going to go because he cusses like a sailor, so probably get a call on the first day. That's fine. So now I'm going to pull this out here. Get this caliper ready. Yay! And we're going to get the plate in place. Back this guy up. Pretty good. Let's get her to do. We need to get to cranking, young man. Okay. You know, one of these days, I'm going to buy the correct tool for this. Not today. So if you're subscribed, thank you. If you're just watching this for the first time and you feel like subscribing, go ahead and thank you. Appreciate it. I'm not trying to make a living out of this. But it'd be cool if I could. You know. I got some other stuff coming up here pretty soon. We just it's real tight. No. So I gotta find content where I can find it. So if that means doing mama's breaks, doing mama's breaks. If that means doing a coworker's car, I'll do a coworker's car for the time being. So, I actually do have some other stuff coming up, but I got a very promising project in the works, and it's going to be one of those ones where it's long form, so it's not, turn and burn, get it running, all that stuff. I want to do it right. I want to do it from the very beginning, showing me going to pick it up, bring it back here, doing the tear down, and start putting things back together and building it. So that's what that's what we'll be doing here pretty soon. Just need some things to go the right way. Get that there. Get that there. We're going to torque these down to, get this one. Torque. All right, that's done for the tire. You stupid thing. All right, what I said. You are the bane of my existence. Almighty. Brought you for a reason. Like I said, I'm gonna hit him with the Ugga Dugga. For real. Before I'm done. So don't judge me. Alright, I think we're good. Go ahead and drop it. Get the stuff out of the way, and then I'll use that airline that's attached to the jack. You know, the other cool thing about this jack, so you got the green for up, then you got the red. So let's go home. I will say, little piston that's in there with the air. There it goes. It takes a while to actually drop to get down, so sometimes you gotta wait. You gotta pull it out. But nonetheless, here we are. Pull this guy off, and we'll get the Ugga Duggas going. See, here's proof that I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. I promise. Ah. Brakes complete. I'm gonna check the transmission fluid, see what's going on with that. So, if you look down here, that guy right there, that's where your transmission fluid is on these Traverses. So, I know you're supposed to do. Hey. Now, I know you're supposed to be doing this when the engine's running and when the car's hot and all that, but I just pulled it from the driveway back here to the shop to do the brakes. I just need a baseline. Am I running low? Is that what the issue is? Why we're starting to slip? What does the fluid look like? That kind of deal. So we gotta go drive it tomorrow. Take a little guy to school, but it's just right around the corner. So it's got fluid. It looks a little iffy. Also, GM and all of their Genius. Oh, check it hot. It'll be fine. It's right next to the exhaust, GM. Thanks. I'm over here trying to burn myself to oblivion. Okay. Well, let's try it again. Have a little bit of stuff on it, but like I said, we just run it. So let's just check and see. Here. I mean, it's got fluid, but it's like not good. That's not good. I'm gonna have to run this stupid thing to heat it up. Let me get a baseline. It's like an old Turbo 400. Either you got it or you don't. So the camera's about to die, or the phone's about to die. So I promised you I'd show you my awesome collection of the Rock Auto magnets that I have on my fridge. I could use more. They're not all there. But we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna put him home right there with those guys. Say any more. That's only what? There's 15 math, like 23 on here. I need more. So because the phone's about to die, I'm gonna run the car, and I'm not gonna go drive. I'm just gonna let it heat up. It'll run that front pump on the transmission. It'll do what it's supposed to do and heat up, and you're supposed to drive it, but who cares? So I'm not gonna be able to show that on this video, but I will let you know in the next video how it ends up looking. And like I said earlier, if you like what you see, I appreciate it. If you would like, subscribe, do all that, hit the bell. I don't know what that does, but hit it, maybe. So yeah, for me and my family and everybody else, thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.